USU got out-coached, outplayed.
Lucas Raymond is also from Sweden, so he's an 8-time goal scorer for one of those 2 games they have in Sweden. So I don't know which one it is, but it's going to be one of the 2. So lock
This
that.
doesn't make any sense. I was pissed. Fumble recovery happened. I'm going to be honest, I turned off the game. I checked back in. That was fine.
D-backs here, baby. Come on.
They're walking up to the table blind. I'm betting fucking blind.
Welcome back to Sharps Sports Network, episode number 20. The boys are back on another Wednesday evening to hit you with the UFC recap, the NBA All-Star recap. We got picks for basketball, we got picks for hockey, and we got a little bit of some extra sports sprinkled throughout the podcast. So, without further ado, we're going to kick it right into UFC, which means we're going to kick it right into McDilly and Snoop Luke with the UFC 298 recap.
Woo.
Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty.
Well, some things happened.
First off, you owe me an apology because you told me not to worry for 5 straight minutes as I was freaking out, and then everything that I worried about came true. So I need an apology.
No.
No. You said I'll tell you when to worry. As I was freaking out, but we'll get to why. Sorry.
Well, you weren't with me that night for me to tell you to start worrying.
No.
Okay.
No. If you even try to tell me that as the fight was starting or before that you were leaning a different way, fuck you. Because that's not okay. You can't do that to me. You cannot do that to me.
I was.
Of course you were. Fucking course you were.
I mean,
text
they're-
over here. Hey, Dylan, start to worry now. Okay.
The more and more comparisons to McGregor, I was like, damn, Volk might actually lose this fight. And damn, but he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's almost like you shouldn't have fought 2 fucking warriors in 2 months. Sorry. Fight number 1.
Well, let's start it from the beginning. Fight number 1, Anthony Hernandez. It's round 2, halfway through the second round. Submitted Roman Kopylov.
This was a disappointment. Can't lie.
It was a disappointment. I was like, damn. I was hoping to see a knockout here, not
Yeah.
later in the UFC. But it didn't happen.
Nope.
And Hernandez submitted him. And
Back to the drawing board, Roman. I'm betting on your ass again.
yeah. Oh, yeah, can't forget to mention that Amanda Lemos defeated Mackenzie Dern.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I knew she won the fight, but I can't lie. I laughed my ass off when she said, "Ma," and Mackenzie just heard the "ma" and fucking lost it.
I'm still confused on that whole situation and how she thought she won. But, you know,
That was great. No, she got dog handled, but there was some pictures I saw online and she looked really good during that fight. And that is what matters. That is what we were there to see.
you need help.
Everybody on X needs help because I just want to say I'm in a big majority here. It ain't no minority. Ain't nobody give a fuck about her fighting skills. I'm speaking for a big group of people. Whether you know it's true or not, it is.
Get some help.
We'll seek it together. Group therapy.
Together, really. I don't know. You're not including me on this together.
No, I'm saying me and all these people on Twitter that just never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Well, second fight, Merab fought Henry Cejudo. Triple C.
God Lord,
It
bro.
would have been nice to see Triple C get a win, but then Merab's like, nah, I'm just going to pick you up, cradle you like a little baby, put in your little binky, and then throw you on the ground and then take you by decision.
You walked him like a dog. He fucking did.
And Merab won. Yeah, decision.
It's so funny because Merab was supposed to be fighting for a UFC championship, but this motherfucker wouldn't fight his boy. So we came
Even though they supposedly went 3 full rounds before that fight, that day.
What? I did not know that. That makes me even more mad. But okay. So, anyways, man up, fight your boy, because this fight really did, from after the first round, a lot of people were watching this fight going, why is he taking this fight? And afterwards, I don't know if we're going to see a lot more Triple C fights. They're saying he retired because he took his gloves off, but Dana said because he already retired officially that you can't just retire again. So,
well, that doesn't mean he's not retired. It just means he wasn't going to give him his moment in the octagon of laying his gloves down and all that sentimental shit.
Right. But what I'm saying is that even if he does retire, it's not going to be something the UFC is probably going to – actually, they might make a big deal out of it. I don't know.
I mean, they will. It was like it was Merab's time to shine. They weren't going to give it to Henry a second time to retire again.
Yeah, I agree.
After a lot of the shit he pulled and basically ruined his career in his prime.
That's why I wouldn't be surprised if they did make it a big deal and it was some shit where he put it out on Twitter and then the UFC fighters were like, yep, Triple C, yeah, by the way, he came back for 2 fights, but still pretty much retired.
And for the third fight,
your boy,
Ian Gary, took down Golf Neal. And in a 3-round decision, I thought he won that decently. A lot of people were mad. A lot of people were mad at Gary and how everyone was saying he was running. No, he was just playing his distance, taking his shots, and taking advantage of what he had going on. And it was really up to Neal to cut him off and actually put in work. Instead, Neal would just clinch anytime he got close, and Gary just danced around him.
It's very rare to see a undefeated fighter continuously fight aggressive. It's very rare, in my opinion. Because honestly, one of the biggest reasons why this man is undefeated is because he's so smart. People say, "Oh, he's a little bitch running away." No, he's not.
Well, a lot of people are blinded by hatred. A lot of people are not a fan of Ian
and
Gary.
I will say this in defense to Ian Gary. I know he's not my boy; he's your boy. But a lot of people have already basically shot this guy down because they're looking at him like he's a bootleg McGregor. You're not going to be the next McGregor, like almost like humble yourself type, buddy. But he's doing this, and a lot of people don't like to realize it.
I mean, that's part of the reason, but that's not the main reason.
A lot of people hate greatness, and it goes back to Mahomes. I'm just keep saying it. I don't know why, but they do.
We can talk about the other reason a different time, but I will say that is not the main reason at all.
We ain't gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna say a word about it.
It was at first, but then it turned into something completely different. But anywho,
I don't like
the co-main event, Robert Whittaker and Paulo Costa fought an absolute war. I thought Whittaker had that easy by decision. Except for Costa's spinning heel kick that connected at the end of the first round.
I had to tell myself. I was like, damn, Costa didn't win. I had to go back and watch, and I go, well, after the heel kick, that's kind of all he did. So, yeah, I think they had it right.
Paulo Costa did Paulo Costa things and just try to be an entertainer instead of an actual fighter.
He looks like he should be the face of this company. When I see him, just how he's built, just the way he, but you would think maybe, but
how he acts, he acts like he should be in the WWE.
Yes, that's what I mean. He's such a character, is what I mean. Yes, but it's wild, guys. The only man I know who probably takes a lot of steroids, but they just don't do anything. He just keeps losing with steroids.
The secret juice isn't working.
All right,
but then for the main event, the one that ruined my night because I had 9 out of 10 legs in one of my lays hitting. I just needed Volkanovski to win, no matter how it happened. Decision, knockout, submission, disqualification. It didn't matter. I just needed him to end up with the dub. And then Buddy wanted to get absolutely just knocked the fuck out. back-to-back massive knockout losses.
What was this parlay? Like,
That's
how
a great
much?
question.
How much was on the line here?
Well, I threw in it twice, so overall, I was going to win about $800.
What was the line going into the fight? Was it still pretty like even?
And it was a close line between
'Cause it
the
was
two.
plus 102. But I don't know if that was the official end line.
Volk was like, I think, minus 125, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and then throughout the day, I don't
If
like how the
you-
odds kept getting fucking.
Luke, if you could go back in the past, would you throw like 200 on
Ilya Tapura. Money line, just a
hedge,
hedge.
just to hedge your bet? Because that way you're winning couple hundred either way.
I mean, yeah, but if I could go back, I would just
Gotta get
I
the
would just
hedge, the
change.
hedgehog. Yeah,
The lay
gotta
that
get the
was
hedgehog in there.
the lay that was hidden was actually a lay from DraftKings. And
the
you know,
DraftKings lay, bro. That's
Yes.
toxic, dude. They probably called in like, "Yo, this parlay's actually gonna hit. We gotta stop."
Yeah,
them."
they were freaking out. Is what they were doing.
I know
They're like, so many
two-
people bet it.
I know two fights in here where on the podcast, I had the other guys, but I was like, damn, this looks really good. And it was Anthony Hernandez money line and over 1.5 total rounds. Those both hit. Then we had Merab money line and over 2.5 rounds. That hit. Then we had Ian Gary and over 1.5 rounds. That hit. Then we had Robert Whitaker and over 1.5 rounds. That hit. Then we had over 1.5 rounds, which hit in the Volk fight. But what missed was Volkanovski money line.
That is tough.
And just like that, I kissed 800 goodbye.
Yeah,
$25
so
bet.
and Volk kissed a lot goodbye too,
No,
man.
10. I had two $10 bets, and that was getting because the second one had that 100% profit boost.
Kissed that title away. Was going for this man.
Come on, Volk. Be better.
This man 3 months ago was in a prime opportunity to be a double champion. Now you have nothing and 2 knockouts. Oh,
I should have
God.
known. I should have known because he took
Oh my God.
Tapora took fucking his belt just like McGregor does.
How the
He
turns have
should have known.
tabled.
should have known.
This man was about to be a double champ and took 2 knockouts and lost everything. God.
See, I also should have known about that too, because when someone has been dominant for so long and only is known winning,
He hasn't lost
you
in what,
see
3 years before that?
we see it all the fucking time.
Right.
They take one loss, and it's like they forget that they have that dog in them, and then they just keep spiraling and losing.
I
And
just
it's
think
like,
that
I should have known.
I
should've.
agree. I just think that when you take a knockout like that, I don't immediately say next fight undefeated machine. Now,
Well, he had
was
no
it really
choice.
his choice? No, but
Yeah, because like where he got knocked out was the division higher than him, but he was
Right.
still champ of his division, so
right.
he had
I'm
to.
just saying the way that aligned for him, he was set up to fail. I'm gonna be honest. After the Islam fight, he was not set up to come in here and beat the shit out of Tapora. Maybe win by decision, but not do something crazy.
I mean, to be fair, the whole fight, except for like the very start of it, Volkanovski was working him like a dog,
He did his thing. The
and
first
then
round.
he got caught lacking hard.
Volk Volk does the same thing as what's his name? Adesanya for the first round. It's the only thing about them that I can't stand. Every fight they do the first round, 9 times out of 10, and I understand it. It's a smart thing for a fighter. It's play the size you up and then check you here and there. And I get it. But as a fan, it makes me so fucking angry. I'm like, just punch him in the fucking face more than
Well,
once.
Volk only had like, especially in the UFC during his championship run, only like a couple stoppages. The rest really have come
Yeah,
from
the only
decision.
main one I can think of is the zombie.
He's
Korean
not a
zombie fight.
knockout artist.
I know.
He's not a
100%.
submission specialist. He literally just goes in there and just outworks you and takes the decision win.
I need to watch a Kai Kara France fight and see if he does the same thing. Because if he does, then that's their camp. That's their camp if he does. But I don't know that. Anyways, before
I'm pretty
we
sure
move on
Kai
to this-
Kara actually knocks motherfuckers out, though.
No, I know he does, but I don't know if he does what he does round one. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you also
But-
got to think. I mean, he's the champ, so he plans for the championship rounds 4 and 5. He's not thinking he's gonna knock
That's
the
what I'm
fuck out,
that's what I'm
especially the
saying, it's
chin he
smart.
has had.
I'm talking for a drunk guy at midnight watching the main event. His perspective. That's a better way to put it. But do you want to talk about the what was announced after the pay-per-view by Dana White? A certain main event that everyone's been waiting for weeks.
Because the main event for UFC 300 was just announced, and it is Jamahal Hill and Alex Pereira. Jamahal is back. The man from Grand Rapids, Michigan. The man who fights out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's got that dog in him. He only doesn't have the belt right now because he hurt his shoulder. And he was like, I'm not going to hold up the division. He was a great guy, so he's got good karma on his side, and he's coming back and fucking knocking out Pereira.
Why is this
Pereira.
the main event of UFC 300? Why did Dana White play with us? That's what I want to know. I
mean,
get it's a good fight, but we're
it's a
talking
Banger of a
Hype.
fight.
We're talking hype. The UFC 299 fight is more hype than the UFC 300 fight.
I kind of disagree with
No,
that.
and I'm not saying opinion-wise. I'm saying like fact-wise. Like if you go on the internet, people were giving, and I know this is ridiculous, they were giving this motherfucker Dana death threats. Really? This is what we fucking get? A Jamahal Hill, Alex Pereira fight?
Because
it's like-
no one's ever happy. No UFC
But it-
fan
but
is
it
ever
was like
happy with
all-
any fucking announcement that ever
I have not
happens.
seen one single person happy about this. Like,
I'm
good call.
I'm extremely
I'm happy about it. You
No.
should.
Michigan
that's
fans
me.
have a different perspective because Jamahal's our guy. But I'm talking UFC fans are like, what the fuck
Well,
is this?
That makes no sense because Alex Pereira is been one of the most hyped guys in the sport on his rise, and he has one
He's
of
had
the
7
shortest.
UFC fights.
Yeah, and he's a champion.
I understand.
Actually, technically,
he's not
he's
your-
a double
not
champ.
but out of the champion, 300 wasn't UFC 200 the one where Brock came back? What are we doing?
I mean, this is where John Hall Hill's coming back, and he's been nothing but he's been literally nothing. He's been literally nothing but electric every time he's in that octagon.
He just broke the record for
He
striking,
knocks-
right? Because he did
Yeah.
it with a 44-year-old man. God damn! I can't believe
Yeah,
that
a 44-year. Okay, I cannot let you disrespect that because that 44-year-old man was still acting like he was in his prime and dog walking that whole division.
And then he
until
got
John
dog
Mahal came in.
walked. Then he got beat up for 5
Yeah,
straight
because
rounds.
Jamahal Hill is that man. He's a dog.
But
He's
he
been
doesn't have
electric.
hype around him. People don't want to watch him fight on the biggest pay-per-view of the year. Luke. There
I
was no
don't
bigger
give a
pay-per-view this year.
fuck. I really don't care because
You
it doesn't
should.
matter
As
what
the
was announced.
advocate for UFC on this podcast, you should care what people think
Unless
about
it
your
was
sport.
other fight matchups that were nowhere near as electric, or that would be electric that was nowhere near that possible to get
This was
on
supposed
here.
to be your boy.
No one would be happy. He is my boy.
No, I'm saying this was supposed to be McGregor's comeback. Where the fuck is he?
He's still not fighting yet. Like that
God
fight's
damn it,
not
it's 2 years
announced.
since you broke your fucking leg.
I don't think you realize how hard it is actually to come back into the MMA after you literally snapped your entire bone.
So
in
do
your
we all
leg.
agree the longer he waits, the more it's just being set up for him to get knocked out?
No.
Really, Luke?
Yes.
Like, take bias out of it. The
Yes.
longer this man waits, you don't think he's getting set up to get knocked out?
No,
I
because
disagree
it's going to
with
be
literally everything that Dylan has said so far, except for that.
Okay, thank you.
That I can kind of
not if it's against Michael Chandler.
Especially
man who's-
if it's against Michael Chandler
Yeah,
and he keeps
a
fighting.
man who is
if
way
Chandler gets
too
another fight before McGregor, he's fucked. And then I'll let you go.
a
That's all I got.
man who consistently overreaches and is way too aggressive going to fight a counter fighter, McGregor. McGregor's a counter fighter. You overreach and you're over aggressive with him, he's going to counter you and knock you the fuck out. That's how he went on his rise. That is literally it.
But
He has
we are
never
not on his
changed.
rise. We are
The
now on
only-
his decline.
Yeah, everyone wants to talk shit because you haven't won in a while, but he's
Right.
been facing literally the top dogs in the division.
But that's what happens when you're
Ever,
the top
like-
UFC fighter.
Yes, Michael Chandler is not the top. No, is not one of the top dogs.
Right. He's trying to be. Correct. Yes. I agree.
He's trying to be. He tries to act like
But
one,
I'm
but
saying
he's
that
not.
Chandler's like this and McGregor's like this. How does McGregor win that? I'm confused. One's on
By
outside, one's on a
Chandler
decline.
being like himself and being overly aggressive, and McGregor counters him and knocks him out. I've
Okay.
been saying that since this was even whispered. I was like, this is perfect for McGregor
Okay.
because of that.
No, I'm actually really happy I brought this up because I needed to know that. So
I've been saying this
We'll
since
just
this
wait.
has even got a whiff of a potential matchup.
my boy came. I was watching Monday Night Raw the other night. This motherfucker came on my television. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Also, that man,
like
can't
Chandler
act.
is just a clown.
That man. I just want to say, Michael Chandler. He cuts real promos on UFC after he fights in the octagon, right? He can't cut a fucking fake promo to save his life, bro. And he just came out there like, "There's one man on my mind."
Because he's a clown.
God, is like, what are you doing, bro? You're not an actor. Just talk. So I'll give you that. I do think that But he
Everyone
goes-
wants to give shit to McGregor, but
I'll give him both shit.
his losses are from literally the top guys in the UFC.
yeah, that's the problem when you establish yourself as the best. Though you have to.
It's not like he's
fight the
doing what he
best.
did against Khabib, where he went to box, so he was out for like a year or two, and then came to fight Khabib.
No, I give McGregor respect because he's lost fights. Like I watched him lose to like Nate Diaz, come back and then win fights. I give him respect. I don't want it to be a McGregor downcline. I want him to knock him the fuck out. I'm just worried the longer we wait, the worse it looks. That was my only fear. But that's UFC 298. That's the recap. We'll get into some Downtown Cash and Puck Luck picks right after this.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can kill your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more. So you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
I think that, you want me to be completely honest?
Yeah.
Last time
Some room between the legs. 13:57 to the third. Speaking of countries,
at the Capitol,
Get to the grab, it's a must. Speak on the top of my brother's
Hell.
blood. None of these niggas can trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. Know what you going for us. You need this back 'cause I'm putting in work. Like I speak fluent in Russian. Did you catch that?
Downtown Cash coming up next. First, we roll into the Puck Luck picks with Snoop Luke. 3 games. Here we go.
Yep. The first game for Puck Luck picks. It's gonna be tonight at 10 p.m. We have the Boston Bruins going to Edmonton to take on the Oilers. Bruins are 15-5-6 on the road, and the Oilers are 17-6-1. Over under is 6.5. The last 10 for the Bruins is 4-4-2, and the Oilers are 7-3-0. They're kind of somewhat coming off that downfall of the big streak, but they're still kind of playing some good hockey. This is the first matchup of the season.
No. Yeah. I like this game. I have no idea who's going to win.
That's what I try to do.
When in doubt, take the over. Over.
I think the over is the safe play. I think that the real play is the Edmonton Oilers to win this hockey game. Sure.
I think the real play is Edmonton fumbling the bag here.
Oh, no.
So I'm taking the Bruins to beat Edmonton. Give me the puck luck.
I'm going to be taking – this is a really good game. I'm taking the under 6.5.
Do it.
Except for a select few games, the Oilers have been in some low-scoring games when they win, and same thing could be said for the Bruins, and especially when they play each other, they usually don't go that crazy with goals.
Have we ever done this before where we take every single possible outcome? Everybody has something, and one of us have to be right.
Two of us, actually.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, somebody has to be right. An over and under, a winner.
We have to go 2 and 2 on this.
Right,
there's no other possible outcome. No, I don't think we've done that.
That's great.
Game number 2.
Luke.
Oh, they're all three of them are great games.
Let's do it again.
This one might be the best game. Game number 2, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Florida Panthers are headed to Carolina to take on the Hurricanes. The Panthers on the road are 27-2. The Canes at home are 18-6-4. Over under is 6. The last 9 for the Panthers or the last 10 for the Panthers are 9-1, and the Hurricanes are 8-2. The Panthers lead the series 1-0.
Yo, Florida's fucking rolling.
Give me Florida.
Whoa, I didn't know they won 6 in a row.
Both these teams are rolling.
They beat the Penguins. They beat the Sabres. They beat the Lightning. These are good teams they're beating too. Okay. Yeah, I got Florida.
They're actually pissed that they didn't win the Cup last year, and they're fucking steamrolling this year.
They're rolling. I'm taking Florida.
Yeah, there's no reason to hop off Florida here. I'm taking the Panthers.
Man, my boy got a double.
They're too high.
I'm gonna have to come
What's
out
his
and
name? Dirtiest player in the game. Yeah, we love him. To Chuck's boy.
fucking Cousins.
Yeah. I don't know why we forget.
Well, I'm gonna have to come out here and defend the Canes because this is not going to be an easy game for the Panthers because the Canes didn't start off too hot in the season, but they have seemed to figure it out. They keep it like low scoring hockey games, and they just keep hounding and just muck out a dub. The Panthers also do the same exact thing. Like these two teams like to keep it low and grindy and mucky, and I'm taking the under 6.
Oh, another one.
Look, Nick Cousins are not ready to fuck out.
Unders.
Game number 3.
I need a Nick Cousins jersey.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
The Toronto Maple Leafs are headed to Vegas to take on the Knights Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. The Leafs are 10-15-2 on the road, but they're fucking hot right now. Boo. And the Knights are 19-8-2. Over under 6. The last 10 for the Leafs are 8-2-0, while the Knights are 5-4-1. First matchup of the season.
Well, because I just can smell a possibility of 3 unders from you, I got to take the over on this one. Not fully because of that, only because I smell it in the air. Had to bring it up. But I think Toronto being hot, Vegas being at home, I really like a lot of goals to be scored. Things happen in Vegas. I think a lot of things are going to happen that night.
I'm going to just kind of throw all logic out the window here. I got a weird vibe for Vegas. Just got a good feeling. I'm going to take Vegas.
I'm also taking Vegas.
Back to Luke.
Oh my god, if this thing could figure it out. Oh, sometimes when I type in the the note things, like it like bugs out and just starts like randomly going all over the cursor. So I start typing one word and I put letters like at the start, in the middle, and it's like, what the fuck?
Give it a tug. It will load.
Yeah, just tug it.
Well, this one, ever since that that game against, I think it was the Sens, where the Sens player took an absolute clap on from 2 feet away on a breakaway in an empty net, and then they
cross-checked him in the fucking head.
And then he got that suspension, which I think his suspension's over now. If not, it's about to be over.
It was 5 games, I think. One more game.
They've been absolutely insanely hot. Vegas, they're 5-4-1 in their last 10, but like at home, they're dogs. Both these teams, especially on the road for Toronto, they don't score that much. And Vegas at home likes to keep it low, scoring in a grindy fucking hockey game. Give me the under 6.
What a fucking loser. 3 unders? I hate it.
3 unders. What a real fun guy. Loves hockey, can't you tell? Loves goals, loves hockey, loves it all.
He loves defense in his soul.
Yeah, we can tell. Defense, and goaltending. Jesus.
And goaltending.
All 6 teams have some fucking good goaltending and some fucking good defense.
It's not like we're coming off a 10-7 game the other day. You know, it's not like crazy shit's going on in the NHL right now.
No, that's just the Minnesota Wild.
We'll take 3 unders.
Yeah, because if there's one thing that stays consistently is every single day is just high scoring.
So you think now we're going to just drop?
Yes.
Okay.
He wouldn't have taken all 3 unders if he did.
The same team that beat Tampa Bay 9-1, their next game, they won 3-2.
Okay.
Bangers, Dylan.
Nothing but bangers.
What are you babbling on about?
What's up?
What are you babbling on about?
I said I hope there's a 20-goal game.
17 was really pushing it.
We just see history.
Really pushing it. But next up, we got NBA All-Star Weekend.
Luke, if you have to roll out here, we understand.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about All-Star Weekend for the next 15 minutes, and I know you probably don't give a fuck.
Yes, I don't.
So we appreciate you, Luke. All right. First things first.
Not going to lie. Before you start, I must make this known.
You didn't watch, did you?
I am sick of this watered-down ass product, and the same way I refuse to go to a Pistons game, I refuse to watch the All-Star game. I'm not watching that piece of
Okay,
shit.
what about the skills, though? Did you watch at least Saturday?
No, I don't watch any of it. All-Star Weekend.
Now I'm judging you. If you didn't watch the skills, then I'm judging you.
None of it.
Because All-Star game, I get it. It's a glorified pickup game.
I need to add this because I just looked it up. The most goals ever scored, and it's been multiple times in a hockey game, has only been 18.
All right, so all I need is a 20 fucking goal game. It's very simple. Boston, you score a lot. Edmonton, you score a lot. Both goalies, we need backups.
That would be that'd be a record breaking in the NHL.
So Edmonton can do it by themselves. We just need the right team. Wait, all right. I have a genuine question. No, does Edmonton play San Jose?
Probably.
They're not
going to do. Let me know.
Not in the puck luck picks.
Let's get to the
peace.
Thanks, Luke. Back to the All-Star game. So, I agree. Glorified pickup game, the main thing. But I do want to say that I think Tyler can agree with me. I had a blast watching the skills competition. I thought it was great.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah. I thought from start to finish, I thought it was a good time.
You said you didn't watch it?
No, I did not watch a lick of the All-Star Weekend, I have to be honest.
So I absolutely loved it, but I thought that the whole thing was actually rather entertaining. Like, I watched the whole thing and I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't think you were gonna.
I didn't watch any of the All-Star game because that is absolutely trash. I had it on in the background while I was
so
doing
mad
other
at
shit,
myself for watching that shit.
but it was
I'm
still
so
on.
mad.
Well, I text Dylan. I go, hey, send me any clips from anything that happens in the All-Star game. I wake up in the morning and I go, you didn't send me anything. He goes, I know.
There was a reason.
I mean, there's that, but like I thought that the skills competition and everything, the 3-point contest, the thing with Curry and everything, that was all like good entertainment. That was good TV, and I like that. A lot of people are mad at Mac McClung for being better at dunking than everybody in the NBA, but like, hey, the guys that are really good at dunking in the NBA, they don't.
People are mad at Mac. I need you to elaborate.
It's like 3 NBA games.
Because he's not in the NBA, but he's winning the NBA slam dunk competition. But he's not an NBA player.
Okay, yeah, we need more Jaylen Browns in the fucking dunk contest. Yeah, that's what we need.
No, we need the people that
who's all 2 feet tall. What are we doing?
LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith said it best on ESPN. LeBron James killed the slam dunk competition.
He did not ruin the All-Star. He did not ruin the dunk contest. And I'm so fucking tired of people saying that. And I'm going to defend this man right here, right now.
Well, then why don't any of the superstars do it?
One superstar
do it until LeBron didn't do it.
And it's ruined. One superstar didn't do the dunk contest. And the whole thing's ruined because if LeBron has that much influence over that sport, that is like God. Like
that's how much influence MJ had. But like they actually did it. They competed in the All-Star game too. Like they tried.
What about Kevin Durant?
He's not participating either. None of these guys are participating.
So why didn't he ruin it? He was doing the same shit. Russell Westbrook only did it for 1 year.
They all followed LeBron. That's what you're not understanding.
So LeBron is.
You have to remember how long LeBron's been in the league.
Michael Jordan, you fucking idiot.
I know, but
he is God.
Everybody has their own decision. They don't go, well, LeBron didn't do it, so I don't want to.
In basketball, no. You can't tell me anyone's above LeBron James right now in basketball. No, he is God in basketball.
I won't tell you anyone's above him, but if you're telling me that every single person that turned down the dunk contest did it, because they did it. It's not
every single person. It's the superstars that people actually want to see. That's why Jaylen Brown's in the fucking dunk contest. That's why Mac McClung is 2-time dunk contest champion. Because the guys that are superstars that people want to see in the dunk contest will not do it. I haven't seen Zion do a dunk contest since he did the high school McDonald's dunk contest.
Well, Zion can't jump anymore.
Why isn't he do it?
If you realize
none of the superstars do it.
Blake Griffin experience right now. In 2 years, he's not going to be able to jump.
Look, all this started because you asked why people are mad. That's mad. Superstars don't do it. Mac McClung is a 2-time champ, Dylan. He shouldn't be. He's good, but he's not even on the NBA roster. He shouldn't be.
But he's the best. But okay. But here's my thing, Tyler. If you
take half the people in the NBA.
If you take Mac McClung and put him up against LeBron James, what the fuck is
LeBron will fucking kill him.
No, LeBron will win off of popularity. But if you put him off of in-game dunks, LeBron does 3 dunks. He does his windmill, he does his reverse back, and then he does his and he's done them for 6 years.
I mean, it smells like 350s if you ask those judges.
It's going to be biased because the last judge was shitty. But what I'm saying is Mac McClung, hate on him all you want. That motherfucker does better dunks than 90% of the league. I've seen him do 3 dunks in 2 years. I've never seen in my life. Kiss my ass. You know what I mean? He's done 3 dunks.
I'm not hating on him.
In a competition.
I'm just telling you.
I'm not
care a lot about what other people think. I learned that today.
I'm saying this to anybody that has a problem with Mac going back to back, Tyler. With anybody who has a problem with it, with anybody who's saying he's not even in the NBA, he's a G Leaguer. This motherfucker took a competition that after 3 years ago, when we saw Jalen Green put on a fucking necklace of himself doing dunks, for him to miss 4 dunks in a row and have Lil Baby say, this guy is ass. For Cole Anthony to then put on Tim's, to go up and not be able to hit the fucking rim and everybody go, this shit is ass. For a competition that everybody was saying, there's nothing more you can do. Everything's already been done. Mac has done 3 new dunks in 2 years. He's gotten more 50s And out of anybody in back-to-back dunk competitions, there's only 2 people that have gotten more 50s combined than him. And it's Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. And those two put on an absolute display in 2016. And that
But
was
then
the
it's like,
best
here's
dunk.
my question to that. How many guys compete in the dunk contest year after year? Not a lot. You just
No,
named
only the
the
people
two
that
guys that have the only other 2 guys that have done it back-to-back years.
Right, but the guys that are the top of the
People
league,
don't even do it back-to-back years. That's
Here's
why
the
not a
thing,
lot of people
Tyler.
do that.
Here's the thing, and it took me a couple of years to realize, because the first year when it was no superstars, it was all rookies. 3 years ago, the dunk contest I just brought up, I was under the impression they reached out to 4 rookies. That's not what they did. They started with superstars, they declined. They went to average, they declined. They went to rookies, they said fuck yes.
Yep.
And that is how we have stayed at where we are. This is the first year that Jaylen Brown said, I'm an all-star. I'm going to be in the all-star game. Why don't I play in the dunk contest? If a lot of people had that mindset, notice how he didn't think of LeBron James when he made this decision. Everybody out there, Stephen A., he didn't go, but LeBron, no. He said, I'm an all-star and I want to dunk. Now, if somebody was really good friends with Jaylen Brown, maybe Tatum, would they be a smart person by letting Jaylen Brown know that you shouldn't go in the dunk contest because you can't dunk? And the fact that he put on a Michael Jackson glove just to do a simple left-handed dunk and got a 49 is all you need to know. Now,
I couldn't have said it better.
my main thing I will say is shout out to Mac. He balled. First dunk he
Mac
did.
is a dunker.
That was insane. When he caught the ball, that shit was crazy.
He threw the ball up to himself after
Okay.
already jumping over a dude.
But
So
we had another competition.
With everything being said, before we move on,
I enjoyed it.
ruined the dunk.
And
Okay.
this explains how LeBron had nothing to do with ruining the dunk contest. So
The whole thing.
we did have other contests. We did have the 3-point contest, which Damian Lillard did in fact win. Dame Dalla, Tyler called you
Yep.
shot there.
Oh, I know.
came
I
down
called
to
all my shots.
Dame and Kat, the 2 back-to-back winners, the man who won it last year and the man who won it 2 years ago, fighting for the championship. I thought that was pretty cool. And then everything that we saw in the dunk contest immediately went out the window when Curry came out, got the best record, and everyone in the back of their head went, "Wait, so if he was in the 3-point contest this year, he would have won that bitch outright because they had 26 and he got 29." Yes, he would have. He's still the best 3-point shooter in the league. Don't get that shit twisted. But
Yeah, hold on. Don't ever get it twisted. Best in the game.
But Curry had a mission of his own.
Sabrina over here. Let's talk about this for a second. She tied all the guys that got 26. She did just as good as they did. So there's a 3-point competition, right? Technically.
You cut out. I don't.
Already the greatest.
Yes, but then Sabrina had all the guys.
You
So
cut out
Sabrina
at the
won.
beginning. I don't know what you're asking me.
Sabrina won the dunk or the 3-point contest. She won, in my opinion. Not against Steph, but against everybody else.
She tied everybody else. But I get what you're saying.
She won.
But she had a different basketball. She had her basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
And they
that
had their
line shit.
basketball.
Also, that line shit. She is the one that wanted to do it from the NBA line.
I did hear
Why do
about
we care?
this. Yeah,
So
I don't know why
that's-
this was a big.
That's
was a big
all
deal.
I'm going to say. I've seen people say this. I've seen people say that. It should have been this. It should have been that. That's all I have to say. She wanted to go.
She
to
made
the
her own
NBA line.
choice. So
Who cares?
And I love that she made
let it
that.
be.
Good for her.
Yeah.
It was a good
She said,
choice.
I'm already going to get a different ball. I don't want to have a different ball and a different line so that when I win, everyone's going to say, well, Steph was shooting with a WNBA
Yeah,
ball from this
they would-
line.
they would
He would've won
discredit
too."
her.
Exactly. She knows this.
Be discredited, and she was like, "If I do this and I win, I will be discredited immediately. So I'm not gonna immediately get discredited."
I think what Tyler said at the end of the competition to me is what sums this up the best. And that is our Team USA women's basketball team is going to be insane.
Oh hell yeah!
Bring Caitlin Clark and this woman onto that team already with the best women's basketball players in the world on Team USA. Throw all your fucking money on them. Holy shit. with Paige buckets. Oh my God, bro! I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be a squad right there. It's gonna be a squad with Aja. Put Sue Bird. She's still playing.
Take all my money. Take all my money.
No, I'm just
Put it
naming
on.
women now. Okay. And then we did also have the skills competition between the pros, rookies, team Pacers, third straight year, hometown team wins, and a hometown event. So it's good to see that the only reason why we're probably doing this the way we're doing it for the hometown is paying off. And we got to watch it end with a half-court shot. So all in all, skills competition, fantastic.
All in all, continue to put your money on whatever the hometown guys are, because they're gonna.
But there is a but. Because then I had to wake up the next day and watch the game. And
Could have been like the rest of us.
I really should have, dude. I was telling myself because nobody else is watching, I'm gonna catch something that nobody else is gonna see. And I just kept waiting, and then the clock hit 0, and I was like, "Yo, it's over." But
like, wow, I just wasted 3.5 hours of my
No,
life.
I really did. I really did. As far as the game went, it was a glorified pickup game. But I remember saying last year it was a glorified pickup game. So how could it gotten worse? Well, it's very simple. The only thing worse than a glorified pickup game is an uncompetitive glorified pickup game. You take the only thing that made it watchable last year and the year before, which because 2 years ago we had it'd be a 1-point game where Anthony Davis had to win it on the free throw line. The next year, Damian Lillard had to hit a half-court 3 for the game to be over. It was watchable. But when it's a 20-point differential from the end of the first quarter to the entire rest of the game, and that gap doesn't hit closer than, I want to say, 16, 17 points, and it's a glorified pickup game where nobody gives a shit with 0 intensity, it's hard to watch. It really is. It's like when you're at the YMCA watching them play pickup, and then after a while you go, all right, I'm going home. You couldn't go home if you were a fan at that All-Star game. You paid money. I can't believe people paid money to go to that, to watch that. I would have been pissed if I spent my hard-earned money on that. And I'm not going to come up here and tell you, here's how they can fix it. Here's how they can do this. Shit is broken. It's going to stay broken. And at the end of the day, it's always going to be the over because defense is not something that, not even is it not a question, it's not even on their mind. When they're doing free warm-ups before the game, motherfuckers are in flip-flops just in a giant circle around half court, talking, dribbling, giggling. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm not watching next
Dylan, I can't believe you saw that and still decided to watch the game.
Bro, because I was like,
you saw them all in flip-flops, not giving a fuck.
I think there's no way.
Said, you know what?
Man, I was so
You're
mad.
crazy.
To sum it all up, I'm not doing it again next year. So
yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. All-Star game, no, I'm not. No,
yeah,
I'm not. No, I'm
yeah,
not.
you are.
I'm not. Because this
yeah,
year,
you are.
I was.
You're gonna do one of two things.
Jesse, I had a super team. I watched them lose by 30 points.
Listen. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe you don't sit there and watch the entire game, but you are definitely going to watch enough highlight clips to cover an hour and a half.
That's just such a you thing to do.
Because you're gonna be like, you know what?
You're not gonna watch it, but you're gonna be on Twitter getting updated the whole time.
I'm not watching it, but I will see if I missed anything. And you're gonna
Luke's
watch
coming in saying he's gonna forget he said all of this, and we'll be watching.
I'm
it
not
next
gonna
year.
watch it. Here's the thing: I did it to myself.
No,
fool me once, shame on me. Fuck. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I know that's not how the saying is said, but I'm saying it for me.
Man.
I'm not going to do that to myself twice because I would just be fooling me.
Timestamp 6:58.
You know, I hope you keep pushing me.
Wednesday,
This
February
is what I am. Is I'm just a content bubble, all right? And you're fucking welcome for it. God damn it.
Dylan doesn't miss All-Star games. It's just a fact.
No, but you don't understand. I don't want to watch it anymore. There's always a part of me that's like, I want to see for this. What do I want to see it for? I'm
You're
going to be
gonna want to
watching
see
it.
if anything is
So
different.
what? See if it gets better? I know
That's
it's
why
not
you
going to
watched
get
it.
better.
That's why you
There's no
watched it this
incentive.
year. You literally watched it this year because you thought it was going to be better.
No, I watched it this year because I thought it was going to be just as good as it was last year and the year before. I had a blast watching it last year. 2 minutes into the game, Curry hit 2 half-court shots, and one of them was a no-looker.
Dylan,
Hit a half-court shot.
you are setting yourself up to watch it again because you didn't watch it. You
There
didn't
was
watch it. If it gets
one
better yet.
moment of the entire game that was worth watching, and that was the first 2 minutes when Tyrese Halliburton put up fucking 15 points in his first what was it, 3.5, 4 minutes? That was it. Because every time he got the ball, he looked at all of his teammates and said, "Fuck you, we're in Indiana, broken jump shot," and he kept hitting threes. He just kept doing it over and over. Tyrese, broken jump shot, 3. Tyrese, broken jump shot, half court 3. He just kept doing it over and over again. And I'm sitting over here like, the crowd's hype, the people's hype, the players are hype. I should get hype for this game. And then they went to commercial, then they came back, and then everything else sucked. Jokic had a 3-on-1 and did a layup and then looked at the camera and did his evil laugh. And I said, "You piece of shit. You know what you're doing right now. This shit is a game to you."
It's
He had a 3-on-1. It was him.
It's
Bro,
just a check.
it was him, somebody else, and Embiid. The other guy took the other guy, left the 2-on-1. He did a fucking dunk, didn't fully dunk it, went on top of the rim, looked at the camera, and went like this. As he's going down the fucking court. And my dumbass kept watching, because it happened in the second quarter.
I love how every terrible thing you bring up is like, yeah, but you kept watching.
In my head, I think I fucked up. I know I fucked up.
So it's like, man, it's gonna get better, man. It can't get worse than this.
There's no way it ends bad, right?
Right? I'm gonna go to here, and then, I kid you not, you can't make this shit up. I go, at least there's a silver lining. I'm happy Halliburton gets MVP in his hometown, and then they don't give it to him, and they give it to Dame, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are we doing here? He shot 11 for 26. I can't do it. I'm not watching next year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not doing it. They can't do it right. Did you hear what Adam Silver said after the game? Bro came up and said, "Well, you guys scored more points, so you won the game." Yeah.
He goes, well, you got the most points.
So that means you're the winner.
He goes, congratulations, I guess.
Bro, he was like, what the fuck did I just see? Like, the commissioner was like, I'm being fucked with, man. Like,
He's like, I really have to go. Like, you guys make me sell this product every year just for it to get worse. And then you come out here and prove everybody right with you play no defense. And you score the over. We put it so high. And you soared it. And you couldn't even make it close. I guess you won scoring.
I think the mistake here was taking the scoring like that year where they had to, like, once you got to a certain range, like, you can end the game by getting a certain number of points or whatever. I think taking that out really made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least that was a little bit competitive. Like, oh, like now if they get 2 more buckets, like they're gonna win, so we have to try. But no, it was just hey, we're gonna score more points than you. Over 410 next year, you're gonna cash. Says Luke. You're probably right, unless they have some serious changes. But Thursday we have some NBA starting back up, so we have downtown cash picks. Let's roll right into it.
I don't like the way the flow of these basketball picks are going. Because back-to-back games, it is going to be split 2-2.
I'm gonna take John and them boys.
Fuck Dylan for taking my pick because I was gonna take the Bulls because now, give me the Nets.
Fuck me, we all said the Bulls.
You started it.
Dog, I didn't say that.
I was saying under my breath, take the Nets. Take the Nets. Take the Nets. I want the Bulls. Give me the Bulls. And you took the Bulls. So I'm like, fuck this fucking guy. Who does this guy think he is?
Boys, we have a problem. It could be very logically, but my brain is very emotional right now. And I'm looking at a lot of games that have a lot of emotional investment in me. And it's going to be very hard for me to stop myself from playing these games.
Okay. Let's get into it then and see where we end up.
Game number 1, 7 o'clock p.m. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers playing home to the Orlando Magic. The spread is Cavs -6.5 over under 214.
7.5 on DraftKings.
Ooh, even better.
7.5. Give me the Magic.
Give me the Magic 7.5, baby. Yes, sir. I need you, Orlando. For my mental health, if I don't get a fucking clip on my timeline of dancing cows singing Orlando Magic, oh, the NBA and me are just going to need a break. It's not me, it's you.
It's a sweep. Plus 7.5.
Sweep it up. All right, game number 2. This one has emotional investment just because LeBron's playing in the game. But this one's a good game. Lakers, Golden State. Warriors -4.5 points on TNT over under 241.5.
Dylan, you're going to think, wow, Tyler's being weird. But give me the Los Angeles Lakers on the money line.
Yes! That's what I need right now, Tyler. That's what I need. Give me Bron, double-double. Lock it.
AD double-double. But, yeah.
Or Bron. He's pretty good at basketball, I heard. Through the grapevine.
So, I will be taking the Warriors on my line.
Oh, boo!
Kidding. Why would I do that? You know how many Lakers sweeps? 0. Not today. Give me Lakers.
All right. Game number 3. You know what? We're going to keep them all on Thursday because we got another really good game here. We got the Los Angeles Clippers going to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. Thunder are favored -2 points over under 236.5.
Why?
Did you say why?
I feel like the Clippers should totally be favored in this game.
Yes, but OKC is also second in the league, so that's probably why they are favored.
Okay, but man, I don't like this. What do you guys think?
Let me go to injury report and make sure there's nothing that would. Nope, no current injuries.
Man, that is kind of tough. But I feel like the Clippers have been playing some really good ball.
Both teams have been playing really good ball. Both teams are winners of 4 out of the last 5.
I'm gonna take the Clips on. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a really good game. I think it's gonna be really close.
Give me the under.
Yeah, I'm leaning over under because I really don't know who's gonna win this game. 236.5. I'm gonna go over. And then that will be the games. That will be Downtown Cash picks. And that is all the picks you need. We got MLB news, and then we'll get up out of here. Luke has Cavaliers spread over the Magic, Lakers money line over the Warriors, and OKC money line over the Clippers. Bang, bang, bang. Alrighty. Jesse, we have a little bit of baseball. Just a little bit before we get out of here. First things first, players, catchers, everybody has now reported MLB spring training starts this week.
First thing is first. Someone hit a home run cycle in Division I softball.
Yes, I saw that on ESPN last night. I was watching. I couldn't believe it.
This was the craziest
thing in 4 innings.
Yep.
She had that bat in the first inning.
2-run home run. Second inning, 3-run home run. Third inning, grand slam. Fourth inning, all by herself. What does she do? Solo home run. You just hit the home run cycle.
That, I want to say, is
one of the most impressive things ever because it's never happened in the history of baseball.
That's the most G way to finish it, I just want to say. You finish it with a fucking solo homer.
Just trotting all by yourself.
You're up, right? At that point, you've already given the team 8 RBIs.
Or 7.
7 from you.
Oh, yeah.
Just you.
My bad. You're right.
So you've already given 8 RBIs just from you by yourself, and then your teammates, if they produce,
you better be up.
And then you're already coming in, and then you just add that solo. That's basically you just saying, nah, I'm gonna get this fucking cycle. Fuck this sorry ass team. I'm
100%.
I love that.
100%.
I love that.
She is definitely her, and hopefully she's on Team USA softball one day. Anyways,
yes. Okay.
As you were saying,
first things first. The MLB. I have a question for you guys. Now, last time we were on this podcast, we talked about their uniforms. We talked about how the uniforms had a lot of controversy right now, right? Since then, we talked about how before that they released spring training hats, right? They have
the hats are sick.
Since that, released newer hats for batting practice. Same thing, completely different logos, completely different color schemes, and a completely different hat for fans to buy. Some examples. You got the Phillies, the Marlins, Houston, and the Pirates. Great hats. All super sick. Some are generic, but most of them, they're pretty cool.
Okay.
So is the MLB basically saying, hey, we know that you guys are going to like these jerseys. So in between the jerseys, the day before and the day after, we're going to give you 2 super cool hats for each team. You get 2 new hats for your team. So don't be too mad about the jerseys.
Can I tell you what? I don't think it's gonna work. It's not gonna fix the problem that they're trying to solve, which is the horrendous new jerseys.
But do you think that's what they're doing here?
100%. 100% trying to patch. They're trying to patch what is now a wound.
Correct.
They didn't know it was going to be this bad when they released it. Obviously, they're like, oh, brand new jerseys. Everyone's going to love it. That everyone turned out they hated it. So you have to adjust. And what do? New hats. Why? Because the first hats we dropped were so successful. We were going to wait to drop these ones, but now we're panicking.
100%. 100%. Jesse?
You're not going to get past the biggest part of the uniform. Doesn't matter how many hats you give me. It doesn't matter how much you try and black it out, blind it out with all of this other stuff around it. Care about the middle material.
I agree. And also,
what the problem is? Here's the problem, Dylan.
There's the traits.
Damn, it's sick. God damn it.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
You're probably seeing me rocking one of those pretty soon.
Yeah, they're all sick. But yeah, that was just the main thing I wanted to get out of the way. And then really quickly, we did have a couple of signings/trades. So really quickly, to get into it, starting today, we had.
Hey, Dylan. Yeah, real quick. The problem is, if these new jerseys stay, what's the next thing that's coming? Any guesses?
Pants.
No.
That was right.
We did hats. We did jerseys.
Advertising.
The advertisement's already there. There's already
more.
I hate to say it, but they're doing kind of what the NHL is doing this year. I've already seen
the
Dodgers, I've seen the Yankees, and there was another big name team. Fuck, it's gonna piss me off. Oh my god. It's San Diego. Yes. Jesus. What's up, Fuller? To follow up Dylan's question about the hats, what teams do you feel should in the future have a rebrand in teams of logos or jerseys by chance for MLB? I think
so like teams that need to be rebranded.
Yes, I think this one is very simple because it pretty much just goes to a lot of the teams that have a nostalgia base, like the Yankees. People are dying for something different, but then there's the other half of people who are like, "Don't touch it. It needs to stay like this forever."
Well, you remember the uproar when they fucking changed the outline of the fucking New York.
Yeah, and so my thing is that I feel like with every team that needs a rebrand, it's teams that are almost historic or in a place where you can't touch it because they'll freak out. So, with the teams that you can touch, I think, this is just me, that there's no reason in hell that the New York Mets can come in here and do the pinstripes just like the Yankees, but then give me that fucking blue and orange like the Tigers, and then mush it all together in the middle of New York, and then your thing is we're the Big Apple with a Big Apple, and their whole thing, bro, confuses the shit out of somebody who's like, if you're going to a baseball game for the first time, you're going to a Mets game, you're so fucking confused. What does this mean? What does this correlate with? What does this have to do with it? I think the Mets. That would be my answer. What do you guys think? If you guys
I think the answer is clear and obvious because it's coming anyways, and it's the Oakland A's. The Oakland A's need a serious rebrand. We just need to forget about the last 40 years.
I didn't
of
say
Oakland
them,
Athletics
Tyler, because
baseball
I think
and
they
pretend.
might be getting one in Vegas. That's the only reason why I didn't say them.
That's why. But like, it's the most needed.
Right. Yes.
They have such a shitty background. They need a new, fresh face. They need a new everything. They need to rebrand the fuck out of that.
The thing is,
that
Ty, they
whole
have
franchise.
a good history. It's just the last like 10 years is just like put a shit stain on everything.
Ever since Maglio Ordonez hit that home run.
Yeah.
They have never done anything since then.
Yeah. Jesse, do you have one?
You know, I've been sitting here. I've been contemplating. I've been thinking about all the baseball squad. And
honestly, I know you can't touch us, but I would want us to get a rebrand.
I want to punch you through that goddamn.
You just stole that right from his lips. That was rude, bro. That was rude.
Well, first off, you said we couldn't touch them, but like I was gonna say us. Be like,
I was trying to say that.
It's like original six. Like, do I want the Wings to rebrand? Kinda, but like they're original six, so it'll never happen. So like Detroit is one that you'd want, but like it will literally never happen.
I don't even need Detroit. Like I understand how we feel about the English. You know, I know how we feel. I get it.
Sensitive.
Stay with me here. Remember the Tiger when it wasn't the English? You know, like we just had a Tiger.
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you.
Like, just give me the Tiger.
That was kind of hard, dude. The Tiger was hard.
Just give me a walk.
Jesse, that's what they put on our hat, our spring training hat.
Yeah, I want the walking Tiger. Yeah. That's what I want. And you can, if you want to be cool, if you want to go even crazier and make the people happy, put them on the English. Like, just do that. Just like figure out a way to put them together.
Bro, wait. I swear that used to be a thing.
That's like, I feel like it was.
Oh, wait, yeah. It was until 2005. That's my favorite logo we ever had.
That was it. That was it.
Bring that back.
That logo right there.
But
Bring
really,
back
Tyler,
that Tiger.
hey, but go up. No, stay on that. Yeah. I was just about to say, and if you look up, that Tiger, 19, right there.
The crackhead?
Yeah, even that motherfucker, bro. Put him on the jersey.
What about him?
Yeah.
Not him, bro. Don't put him on the jersey.
Yeah.
Do not put him on the jersey. Little kids will not go to Tigers games.
Yeah, put him on the jersey.
A little kid's gonna see that
little
shit.
Crackhead.
Bro, a little kid's gonna see that shit and then go to the zoo and be like, wait, what? This is a tiger? This ain't a fucking tiger. I've seen a tiger.
Why are there
I'd be confused.
Why does this tiger not have eyelids, dude?
I'd be very confused. All right. I'm not gonna lie. Because that question
Crackheads, honestly. Now that I'm looking at it, really
spent a lot more time than I expected to, so I'm kind of just gonna run through these signings really quickly. So, first things first, Brandon Woodruff has signed a 2-year deal to stay the starting pitcher with the Milwaukee Brewers. They lost Corbin Burns. They needed this. Secondly, he is a dog. I agree. Liam Hendricks, one of the best closers in the league, has gone out of our. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
He's a fool.
He's a fool, you say. Why should he leave? Because you think he's got all they have now for the bullpen?
Because the Brewers suck. They're not looking good. Go to somewhere that's going to win.
Bro, you fucking hate that division. You hate the Cubs. You hate the Brewers. You fucking hate that division, bro. Do you like Pittsburgh, Cincinnati? How do you feel about those two? God.
Come on, Cincy.
You like Cincy at least?
I rock with the Reds. I
was gonna say
I have no problem with Cincinnati.
Okay, all right.
Pirates, I haven't felt the same about them since McCutcheon, so I have nothing to say to them.
All right.
Absolutely.
One of the best closers in the game, Liam Hendricks, who just won Comeback Player of the Year last year, is leaving the White Sox and is heading over to a different Sox. He's going to the Red Sox. Yep, I know. Red Sox. Closing pitcher. He's going to go be with 34-year-old Kenley Jansen.
He just wants to play ball. He just wants to play ball. Okay, fine. He's not in the Woodruff point where it's like, you still got some years, buddy. It's like, Liam, he just got Comeback Player of the Year. He feels good. He's like, you know what? I just want to keep proving I can play ball. Let me go side to side.
Okay, I have a different opinion. I think that if I'm Liam Hendricks, think of Liam Hendricks, okay? How does he not go to Boston or Philly?
I would have tried.
He screams, fuck you, at every batter.
Yeah, he should be in Philly. And
I'm sorry, he should be in Boston or in Philly. I think this is good for his character.
It is. I just think Boston.
Not maybe overall standpoint, but for your character, every batter that comes up that you look at and go, fuck you, I'm going to strike you out, and then you strike him out and go, motherfucker. I think it works for you. I think that works for you. Final thing that we have, and this one is the one that pissed me off because you took somebody I liked from my team and you put him onto a team I don't like, and that's Whit Merrifield from the Blue Jays to the Phillies. This one hurts.
Boo!
This one hurts. You took a leadoff hitter. You took a speed guy. You took your best contact bat. You took a speed guy. Great fielder. Gold Glover. Send him right to Philly. Why don't we? It's not like we've been losing. And when I say we, I mean Toronto. It's not like Toronto's been losing people throughout this. I'm not going to lie. This hasn't been talked about. Toronto had a horrible offseason. From what they were supposed to do to what they did, they were supposed to get Ohtani. And they actually lost.
Okay, that was just a big rumor. You can't say that for sure.
Well, what I mean is like, if I'm a Toronto fan, at one point we were sitting
at one point you had high expectations to get Ohtani.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. With everybody still there.
If you're a Toronto fan, you are in misery and disappointment. Yes, I agree.
Correct. Yeah.
That part,
yeah. Everybody's still there. Then you didn't get Ohtani, and then people started leaving.
Yeah.
There's one guy that's still in free agency that I see that you can get, and I know that you know what I'm talking about, Jesse. That's Cody Bellinger, and I'm telling you right now, if he does not get signed by the Blue Jays next year, expectations in that division, I'll root for you and the Orioles. I'll just hop on that ship next year.
If I could unclap those fucking hands, I'm kidding.
That is all.
Don't talk about it like that.
That is all the MLB news that we have, which means that is all the news for the podcast. Jesse, is there anything you want to add before we head out of here?
Dylan may not think it fucking matters, but I appreciated the misery Tracy Walker went through for this team. And I respect him enough to say thank you, but adios. If you're not in the big picture, you might as well not sit in the frame. Hasta la vista, you will be missed.
Yeah, appreciate you, Tracy. We really do. Have fun on the Raiders next year. All right. Thank you for watching the podcast.
We just assume he's going to the Raiders.
Thanks for watching the podcast. We appreciate you guys. We will be joining you guys next Saturday, or this Saturday, I mean. That's the next time you'll be seeing us. All the boys should be there. You'll get all the news. You'll get all the picks. And make sure you download Sharps on the App Store and use promo code TACO11. It will help you a great deal. I'm McDilly. Have a great day. Make sure you go on Sharps Network on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch and follow all those accounts. And then you have a great fucking week. Peace!